The rise of artificial intelligence has many Americans concerned the technology could replace their jobs.
Today, we're talking about AI taking over my job as a creative and what I'm doing about it.
AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence is transforming the way we live.
AI will change the way we live.
I think we all know it'll change how we live, for the better or for the worse. But what I'm more interested in is how it's going to change the creative industry. Since the rise of ChatGPT and the accessibility of AI, everything has changed.
ChatGPT, which showed this generative artificial intelligence.
The rise of ChatGPT and the other fast advancing systems has been accompanied these past months by a sharp increase in anxiety.
The thing is, ChatGPT was restricted to words and text, and mostly affected writers, even to the point where Hollywood screenwriters went on strike.
You look at the Hollywood writers' strike, and that's the biggest contentious issue right now.
But now, AI is coming for visual creators as well.
Technology makes it difficult, maybe even impossible, to tell what's real and what's not.
Born in 1987, Adobe's Photoshop became the way that a trained designer could alter reality. Fast forward to today, where all it takes is a couple words and a couple clicks to create a hyper-realistic image out of nothing. AI has been rapidly changing the way we live and how creatives work. But I believe that going in the opposite direction is actually better for you in every way. And here's why.
There's a gee whiz factor to this, but there's also a scary aspect to this.
So, I'm a creative human being, and my livelihood depends on this. I'm predominantly a video editor and a filmmaker, but I do all kinds of things like web design, branding, photography, color grading, and photo editing. Not too long ago, my average day looked like this. Wake up, immediately check Instagram, check YouTube, see how my posts have been performing, check for new comments, new likes, new followers, check my DMs, check my emails, check Instagram again, reply to some emails, get up and do morning human things, start work, check emails again, hop onto Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, or most likely Premiere Pro. Check my calendar, check my schedule some more things, take a note on upcoming meetings, start work in Premiere, do work in Photoshop, work on web design, realize that templates are better than my own work, use AI to write the script.
Use AI voiceover, use AI sound mastering, use AI to choose the perfect song, use AI to generate images.
Finish project, send to client, complete project in Notion, take a break and check Instagram, consume other digital content, realize that it all looks the same. Did I even make anything today? Or did AI do it all for me and I just told it what to do? Am I even creative anymore? Well, this guy seems to be doing well. I can do that. Let me try. Learn a new software. Or do I just tell AI to do it for me? What's the point? Maybe I'll stop work for today. I've done a lot. But first I'll share my new post. Scroll through Instagram some more. Get into bed. Scroll through Instagram and TikTok even more. Look at how much everyone else is doing and feel like I'm doing nothing. Why can't I get it right? They're doing something so easy and they get so many likes. I guess I'm not that good. I guess I'll go to sleep. I guess I'll try again tomorrow. This endless cycle of digital creation, consumption, and comparison made me sick. Sick in the head, uninspired, unmotivated, and dull. My work became boring and unoriginal, influenced by everyone but me, my own life. I felt tired and drained, lifeless, staring at a screen for over 8 hours a day. And there were robots taking over my job, doing it better and faster than I ever could, which just added to the frustration and lack of motivation. I felt less connected to my work than ever before. I realized I was sick and something needed to change. I craved to reconnect with my work, to reconnect with myself. So I've always been pretty tech savvy and I've always been a fan of how convenient it is. And I've integrated it into my life in almost every way possible. From scheduling to habit trackers to even the most personal act of journaling. But as I've said, with each new aspect of my life transferring into the digital world, I feel like I'm losing touch with my physical reality and losing touch with myself more and more each day. In an attempt to dethrone my technology, I decided to head to the analog powerhouse, the business stuck in the past. But maybe they're onto something. Okay, so I think my trip to Staples was pretty successful. I got a bunch of new things, bought some new Micron pens, got a new mechanical pencil, got a cool whiteout marker that I've been wanting forever, new highlighter, got all the tapes in all the primary colors so I can do fun things with them. Got a new pair of scissors. They had a special on kid scissors, so it was only like $2 for this. Meanwhile, all the other scissors were like $12. I was like, I can use kid scissors, that's fine. Got some small tiny notebooks, some sticky notes, some extra strength double-sided tape, some whiteout, and a whole brand new pack of markers. I'm excited to use these. So after incorporating more of the analog tools into my life, a couple things started to change. I went from using Google Docs to using my typewriter, Google Calendar to my tape wall calendar, Apple Notes to sticky notes and tiny notebooks. I went from Notion to black files, Photoshop to collage, Illustrator to pen and paper, and social media like Instagram to books, museums, and life. With this, my creations have taken on my hand. And there's a part of me in everything I do and everything I see. It's tactile, it's physical, it's real. I can reach out and touch it, change it, move it, rearrange it, smash the typewriter keys if I'm writing passionately, and then crumble up the page and throw it away if I hate it. It's the feel, the sound, the sensory experience you get that working on a MacBook Pro just can't provide. And as a human being that has evolved with all their senses to engage with the world around them, it feels insulting to hundreds of thousands of years of biology and evolution not to use that. Maybe it's this lack of sensory stimulation that made me feel so lost, that has made so many feel so lost. The disconnection of the physical world that we have evolved to be a part of, that we have evolved with, and now we are losing touch. I am far from perfect from banishing all technology from my life, but I also don't think I need to or I should either. I still use my email, I still schedule online meetings, and I still edit videos on Premiere Pro. I'm even still using the AI voice mastering software in this video right now. This is what it sounds like without the AI, and this is what it sounds like with the AI. A tool like this helps me to have my audio sounding really crisp and clean, but takes away the years of knowledge and experience in mastering the skill of audio engineering. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out a healthy balance. A balance in a world that's moving further and further away from who we truly are. A human being with eyes and ears and a mouth and a nose, and the ability to sense, experience, and feel like no robot ever could. So why are we trying to move away from that? So I've been using my analog system for a couple months now, and I must say that it has been extremely successful, at least for me personally. I'm still working out the kinks and continually adjusting and adapting the way I do things to figure out what works best for me. But throughout this change, I've noticed some noticeable benefits to my creativity and my well-being. Firstly, I've had more ideas than ever before. It seems endless and they just don't stop flowing. To the point where I'm like, this is too many ideas. Can you guys just chill out a little bit? I think by finally giving my brain a chance to speak and allowing myself to listen to myself instead of listening to the thoughts of other people on social media, there's just ideas bombarding in my brain at all times. It feels like it's just pulsing and I just need to channel it out into my notebooks, my sticky notes, everything around me, so that I can take everything that's in my mind and like put it out into the physical world. The next thing is physically engaging all of my senses when it comes to creating. Being able to touch and move things around and play with things and stick things and unstick things and pin things and crumple things up and move things around and cut things out. It's just like, there's so much to do and it feels so fun and so playful. And so to hear the sounds of the typewriter, of the crumpling paper, of the paper being ripped up, it all just evokes an extra sense of emotion and love and comfort and passion into what I'm creating. And from that comes more appreciation for my own work and everything around me, the tools that I use, my life that influences my work, and the final product of the work that comes out of it. It's like cooking a meal. You have so much more appreciation and love for that meal if you spent hours laboring making that meal than if you ordered it from Uber Eats. You can still enjoy it while you are consuming it, but there's just that extra layer of love that goes along with it. With that, I've also become far more present in day-to-day life, noticing things that are happening all around me that I never would have noticed before, because I can take and choose certain moments from life around me that can inform my art. And so now when I'm waiting at the grocery store or filling up gas, I'm no longer looking at Instagram on my phone sucked in to a screen 6 inches away from my face, but I'm looking at the world around me and taking it all in and noticing. And that has made all the difference to my work and my life. I feel more engaged with the world around me, with the people around me, and with the planet around me. By creating things by hand, I also feel more accomplished. Like I did this thing with my own 2 hands. Like me building my bed. I could have easily gone to IKEA and bought a pre-made bed or ordered one off Amazon, but the very idea of me going to Lowe's and buying wood and then crafting it and transforming it into this bed, into something that I can now use each and every day, gives me a sense of pride and a sense of joy that I don't think any IKEA bed could give me. So it turns from this pre-made, pre-built, mass-produced thing into something that's so unique, something that is built with my own 2 hands. And there's something about that that just feels so primal, and I love it. I've also noticed that I've had far more energy when it comes to creating and just to daily life in general. And I don't think this is purely related to removing technology from my life. I think it plays a big role. Obviously, food and diet plays one of the most important roles, and I'm going to be making a video on this as well. But I just feel like I don't get as tired anymore, not looking at a screen for 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day. So especially my eyes, now when I'm finished with work, I feel like I have so much energy to go do things or to read. My eyes don't feel like they've been drained and pulled out of my soul. And then ironically, what I used to do was work for 8 to 10 hours looking at a screen and then sit on the couch and look at a screen for another 4 to 5 hours watching TV or playing video games. And so just my whole day was spent consumed in this digital world, in these pixels and screens in front of my face, and I had no connection to the world around me. It's actually kind of annoying how much energy I have nowadays, in a good way. But like, sometimes I just want to sleep, and then my brain is like, I have a billion ideas for you. And it's not every day, but some days I have my notebook next to my bed, and I'll fill up 4, 5, 6 pages before I can fall asleep. But the brain feels good. The brain feels healthy. I think ultimately, making stuff with your hands just feels far more fun, far more free and creative and expressive. It just feels real, and it feels more me in every single way. It's like cooking a meal. So as I mentioned already, I realized that I can't completely leave tech behind, especially as somebody that specifically creates for the digital world. I need to stay somewhat up to date on how things work and where the world is heading, especially when it comes to video editing and social media. I will still be using YouTube and Instagram. I will still be using Google and iCloud, but I'm doing it from a much more conscious point of view. And now I am extremely aware of when and how I use any digital tools, and I see them as just that, tools. To no longer serve technology, but to let technology serve me. I've realized that if I want to create unique, engaging, and captivating work, I need to change what my inputs are. Just like biology, in order to create, we must consume. And if you're consuming low quality garbage, then your output will mirror that. It takes patience and discipline, and I still catch myself unconsciously opening Instagram every now and then. But with each moment of awareness comes the practice and the discipline. There's a part of me that's sad that I'm choosing to be disengaging with social media, because it's what made me want to be doing this in the first place. But unfortunately, social media is not what it once was. And I've realized that the best, healthiest way for me to move forward is to disengage with the world that I once knew. To slowly disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with the real world around me, with myself, because that's really where the creative juice comes from.
I have heard from healthcare workers and even some teachers, researchers who have said there's some positives to this that actually can help them do a better job in their field.
So one argument you might have for AI is that as a creative, if you don't learn to use AI, if you don't keep up with it, if you don't learn how to use these tools to help you with your work, to make you faster, more efficient, improve your skill, then you might get left behind. You might argue that AI is actually incredibly beneficial because it's going to be able to speed up your work and make you more productive. But I ask, at what cost? Why? Especially in the creative industry. I get it for things like finance and education and the medical system, but when it comes to the creative industry, are we willing to let go of our humanity? For what? For more money, for more content, for more likes, more followers, more of the feeding into the capitalist society that we've created? The endless consumption, the greed. I personally don't think it's worth it. And yeah, I might get left behind because I'm not able to produce 27 videos a week. But I also don't want to watch 27 AI created videos a week. And you might want to, you might enjoy that. And that's the world that you might be moving towards. But I personally want to move to a world that's more quality, more conscious, and more aware of what we're consuming. So with my analog life now fully underway, this is more what my daily routine looks like. Wake up, make tea. My phone is not in the bedroom. It's still charging on my desk. I grab a book. If it's cold outside, I stay in bed and read. If it's warm like today, I'll go to the beach and read with tea, usually for about 45 minutes to an hour. Then I come home, make breakfast, check my calendar, write a reminder on my sticky notes for that thing coming up, sit at the dining table, eat breakfast, notice how good it tastes, appreciate it. That put me in such a good mood. Now I just had a drawing idea, to draw a little doodle that says good foods, good moods. Back into the bedroom, meditate for 20 minutes, do human bathroom things. It's about 10 o'clock and I check my phone for the first time, check my messages, reply, and I start doing work. I'll check my emails, reply for about 5 minutes, and then get into it. Write a video script, draw, write a new video idea on a sticky note. Check my work notebook. Complete the tasks in my work notebook. Finish my work for the day. I still have energy left after work to go do more things. Walk, sports, socialize, shower, bed, journal, read, and end my day with a total screen time of around 3 hours. So to wrap up this video, become a package so original that AI can't touch or predict you, that people and companies want you and your vision, not some AI that is a recycled version of whatever is trending at the moment. As a creative, this is the only way to survive this. Otherwise, we will all be working to serve the AI gods, if we aren't doing that already. I want to emphasize again, and I think this is the main point of the video, is that not all technology is bad. Technology can be so useful and so helpful in facilitating wonderful, magical things in this life. But we just need to be aware of it and re-establish our relationship with technology so that we don't serve technology, but rather technology serves us.